What's your reaction to this whole thing, Natasha?
Well, I think that Essena has verbalised what we've known for a very long time, that when you engage in the world of social media, you are comparing your reality to everyone else's airbrushed fantasy. And of course, that's going to have an impact on the way you feel about yourself and leave you probably feeling inadequate. But more worrying than that is the effect that so much interaction with technology is having on adolescent brains. And the problem is, of course, that the technology is developing faster than we can measure the impact. But some of the theories are, for example, that teenagers who spend a lot of time online, the part of the brain that is concerned with comparing yourself to others has become enlarged. So if you spend more than 4 hours on social media each day, you're likely to be very concerned with how you compare to other people.
So you're not being sceptical about why she's done this, because, of course, many people are saying, well, we've seen she's got more followers now. It could have just been a bit of a ruse to boost her following.
I don't necessarily think that matters. The important thing is that she started a dialogue. I think it's entirely unrealistic to ask any young person to completely withdraw from the world of social media. But when you talk to teenagers in schools, as I do every single week, that their verdict is unanimous. They say, I hate this, but I feel like it's a world that I have to be part of. So we need to deal in moderation. And there are lots of schools that are doing, for example, a screen-free day once a week where students voluntarily give in their phones for the day. There's also a great guy called Carl Hopwood, who is an expert in cyber safety. And he advises that families leave their phones together, charging in the kitchen overnight, so that social media doesn't interrupt sleep, which is another factor in mental health.
Yes, my wife would tell you I use my phone far too late into the evening as well, something I need to do too. And I know you're involved in talking to the government about this and coming up with best practice for kids in particular in the way they engage with modern technology. I mean, it's a huge area. Do you think inroads are being made in making sure they deal with this new stuff in a lot more healthy fashion?
It's about preparing children for what they will encounter online. Everything from being bombarded with advertising messages, cyberbullying, airbrushed and filtered selfies, and even pornography. All of this they will encounter before the age of 12, the evidence shows.
Should this not be part of the curriculum then, if so many kids are engaging with it?
I think that there is definitely a place for this within the whole of education, actually, because technology plays a part in every single subject, and it dominates so many of our lives that I think we need to have this in the back of our mind in all the subjects that we teach, rather than confining it to PSHE.
Let's just go back to Essena. I mean, what do you think is likely to happen now? She's got an even bigger following because of this. She could use it for some real good, couldn't she?
She has become, perhaps inadvertently, I would say, a role model, much in the same way that Zoella did, this kind of accidental phenomenon. And it will be interesting now to see what she does with this power that she's wielding. But I think it's a fantastic thing that she has started this dialogue, whatever her reasons were for doing it.